thank you so much for giving me this great opportunity to know more about, what is happening at global level and how it's going to impact Indian market and nearby market. So I will not waste much of time and will start my one-on-one conversation with you. So I would like to know more about the impact of AI PC on the corporate workforce, because we have seen some kind of traction gaining momentum into the corporate and enterprise side, where the AI PC will be deployed. So how do you see the impact on corporate workforce?
Yeah, it's a very good question. I think as we think about commercial users in the enterprise, the AI PC is just in the very early stages of being deployed in those environments. Some of the early benefits of having an AI PC involve the ability to deliver better battery life by offloading certain functions. Like, for example, if you're on a Teams meeting, we've actually worked with Microsoft to take some of the functions from Microsoft Teams and run it on our Ryzen AI NPU, which allows us to get, an hour and a half better battery life on a Teams meeting. But that's kind of a small first step. And as we look forward into the rest of 2024 and 25 and beyond, I very much anticipate we're going to have a lot of additional tools that become available that improve employee productivity, make it easier to manage your calendar, make it easier to collaborate, to do a lot of typical business work, whether it be working in Excel or PowerPoint or otherwise. So I think we're at the very early stages of some of these capabilities, but the next couple of years are going to be really exciting.
Sure, I'm sure that things are changing very quickly, and we'll have more to share same time next year. Absolutely. So Matt, can you share something about what benefits organizations can get from AI integration? So you talked on few of the benefits. So we'll see the change in coming days. But at the same time, when we are sitting today, what all benefits you can count on for the CTO who can get?
Yeah, well, I mentioned just a minute ago, like a very tangible benefit of improved battery life on common applications. But I think, if you take a step back and you think about it through the lens of a CTO and the benefits they're looking for, they're looking to maximize their employee productivity. They're looking to maximize the investment they make on a hardware purchase. And you think about typically a PC purchase for employees is expected to last 3 years, 4 years, sometimes even longer. And the key aspect of what's going on in the market right now is that more and more applications are being designed and optimized to take advantage of this AI technology. And so if you're a CTO making a decision, you're thinking about the benefits to the organization right now, you need to be thinking about how to future-proof your investment. And buying an AI PC that's out in the market today is going to allow an employee to use that computer for 3 or 4 years in a highly productive manner, because it's going to work not only very, very well on the applications and experiences today, but it's going to be ready for the applications and the use cases of the next 2 to 3 years as this entire ecosystem continues to evolve in a very fast manner. So, I think you get user benefits and better experiences for the individual user, certainly. But from an IT perspective or a CIO or CTO perspective, there's significant benefits there in terms of maximizing the ROI of that investment of the PC.
There are a lot of benefits which you are counting, but I'm sure that there are a lot of other things which are there, and the deployment and the integration can benefit in many other ways. So, when some new technologies, comes in, we face a lot of challenges like, integration, functionality, everything is working fine. So as per you, what can be the major top 3 challenges which CTO will see while adopting AI solutions? And if you can advise how they can overcome these challenges?
Yeah, it's a good question. And in our engagements with our customers and our partners, we do see a lot of uncertainty around how to take this technology, how to deploy it. I think the number one thing that we get a lot of questions about are which applications take advantage of this technology. And, when you look at that specific piece, there's a fairly limited set of applications that really take advantage of our AI accelerators today, but that is changing very, very quickly. From an AMD perspective, we are engaged with 100 plus ISVs today to work with them to optimize their software and their applications to take advantage of that AI technology. And we know many others in the industry are doing the same. So, the first challenge that I see is how do we take advantage of this? And what we're doing from an AMD perspective is we're trying to help that along by working with the software vendors with, the applications that are used most frequently to make sure that those applications take advantage of this technology. Another concern that we see is, I'll say, more of a fear of security or privacy. AI is kind of a new thing for sure, and there's uncertainty around what that means for security. And we've worked very, very closely with our partners like HP and Lenovo and many others with the AI PCs that we've developed and brought to market to make sure that the AI capability is used to deliver a better experience and better performance and battery life on applications. But we're actually also making sure that we're investing and focusing on the security aspect of that. In some ways, actually, the AI PC allows a user to be more secure or enable higher levels of privacy because now you can run workloads on your PC instead of having to send a bunch of confidential or private information out into the cloud with some of these AI applications. So there's actually aspects there where the security concern from ITDMs and CIOs is very understandable. But we're taking very intentional steps with the AI PC development to make sure that we address those concerns and actually use the AI PC to deliver improved levels of security versus what has been available in the past.
So security is one of the concerns which you talk, and this is the major concern and discussion among all CTOs because having AI API or anything with software they are getting into the system and how this will react. So thanks for sharing this, as this is very important factor before migrating to the AI system we need to work on. Matt, you have been seeing this kind of trend happening from last few years, and this is second year we can see that the AI is making a great impact on the digital life. So how do you see the next 1 year where we see that the AI PC is being launched today? AI supported PC already brands are launching in the market and the buzz is already there. So how do you see this growth will come up, the adoption will happen, especially if you can comment about Indian surrounding market? Do you see that the demand will go up because this technology is really helping businesses across?
Yeah, I very much expect that the demand for AI PCs is going to grow. I think that's a true statement in India. I think that's a true statement really around the rest of the globe. The big advances that I expect to see in the next year are really around the applications that can take advantage of this AI technology. AMD launched the first x86 AI PC processor in 2023, and a big part of our focus during the last year was around enabling our ISV partners and our application developers to really utilize that technology. It was brand new technology, right? And so it's kind of this situation where you got to have the hardware and you have to have the software. And we played a big role in enabling the software developers to start to create new applications and capabilities. And a lot of those new capabilities are just now starting to get to a point where they're getting rolled out. So I think this next year, the rest of 2024 and into 2025, I think is going to be very exciting. I think you're going to see a lot of innovations on the software side and the application side that can take advantage of these. Certainly, we know Microsoft announced their Microsoft 365 Copilot, which takes advantage of AI capabilities as well. So all of these applications, from the OS up to the application level, increasingly taking advantage of this technology. And I think it's going to, evolve in a very, very fast manner over the next year. So as you just said a minute ago, I think if we get back together and have the same conversation, even 6 months from now, it's hard to predict exactly where we're going to be, but I think we'll have seen a lot of advancement.
Like you mentioned that although the other brands in ecosystem like HP, Dell or Acer, they all are working with you to bring good machines in terms of AI PC. So how do you see the kind of association and you guys are working with these players who are major PC makers? How do you see kind of reactions from the brand, how they are excited and how they are working closely with you? Can you please share something on that?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I don't know how to characterize it other than to say that our customers and our partners are very excited about the technology we're bringing into market. I think everybody's excited about the potential of these AI acceleration capabilities, but one of the things that I see our customers most excited about working with AMD on is the fact that we have leadership technology across our entire portfolio. Taking a step back from just the PC for a minute, AMD is bringing leadership AI capabilities to the data center. We have great AI solutions for the edge. In like workstation types of platforms. And then, of course, big focus on the PC side of things. So our customers are very excited to work with us because we're really the only provider in the market that can hit the cloud, the edge, and the endpoint with our AI technology. And then specifically on the AI PC side of things, we continue to be very focused on innovating and bringing the best technology to the market and to our products and to our partners. right? And so, yes, we're bringing a lot of very innovative AI technology to the table, but we're also making sure that we continue to advance the performance and the efficiency of our processors in other ways. And that translates into very tangible benefits. Our customers can design notebooks that use less power. They get better battery life. They help with sustainability goals. Then they improve, the productivity of the employees that use them. So, to answer your question directly, our customers are very excited to work with us. I think we're growing with them. We're growing our portfolios with them, especially on the AI PC front. And I continue that momentum to continue.
You talked about how things are going between in other side of things, like you and brands are working to bring innovation to the customers globally. We have very limited time frame to interact with you, so I'll just leave with one more comment, which is about you talked you talk you talked about how the brands are excited, and what will be your message to common people, common customers, every country that AMD is there to change their life. Okay, so what will be your assurance and commitment for all of them, the message you can drive from this channel to all your customers who are using AMD machines, that how AI powered machine will change their life?
Yeah, so great question, and it's a great way to kind of wrap up. I think there's a couple of key points there. I think the first thing is, AMD is very committed to a responsible deployment of AI. We're very committed to making sure that our AI technology is used in a responsible and ethical manner. And so we're part of large organizations and consortiums that are focused on that. So that's first and foremost. I think secondly, building off of that, we're committed to making sure that we're bringing full solutions to the table that allow people to be more productive, allow people to be more efficient, and do the types of things they do every day better, right? Whether it's a collaboration in a video conference, whether it's working in Microsoft Office, whether it's design work with some kind of design application that can take advantage of our Ryzen AI technology. We are committed to developing the best products that improve the quality of the user experience, improve the productivity of the user experience for our customers. So, I think it's a challenging space. It's very dynamic right now, but it's also a lot of fun. And when we're all working towards that kind of common goal of how to bring the best technology to the market, and you start to see the benefits of that with end users, it's very rewarding.
That's great, So it's a great message for our audiences, because, we are really excited because that the way AMD is bringing innovation to the customers with a different meaning, like, which you are bringing will really change the complete game or the complete scenario and the ecosystem in coming years. So Matt, thank you so much for giving me this an opportunity to interact with you and to get some exclusive content for my audiences. It's really great to chat with you, and I really got great information from you. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me, Rajeev. I really appreciate it. Enjoyed the conversation and hope to talk again soon.